Welcome to yet another video with Astrolab Gaming. Today is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with all you Star Wars fans. I myself plan on watching the only Star Wars movie that I own on DVD, which is Episode 1. Not my favorite, but it'll do. Anyway, today is a personal nostalgia video with a little tiny bit of gaming, but mainly just life nostalgia. I want to talk about my college years, the first time around, because I've been to college 6 times at 5 different colleges, and I've only graduated twice. I graduated the first time around, and I graduated the 6th time around. My first time around, I went to college in my hometown, but I lived in the dorm. And I was an undeclared major in a 2-year associate's degree. And I ended up graduating with a general arts and sciences diploma. And I took classes in nursing, policing, accounting, environmental sciences, pharmacology, psychology, physics, and English literature. So truly a mix of liberal arts and STEM field work. And during my first year in college, I worked 30 hours a week at the job that I had had since I was a sophomore in high school, selling electronics in the electronics department in a large grocery store. We had an electronics department, a pharmacy, a home goods department, as well as a full massive grocery department. And I played Halo 3 that first year and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 that first year, every night after I got off work at 10 p.m. with the guys from the electronics department, as well as a few really good guys from the produce department, because we all got off work at 10 p.m. And we'd hop into a party chat with our headsets and just shoot the shit and just play video games way until the late hours of the night, 1, 2 in the morning. And I remember on my 15-minute break at work that entire first year, I would go to the hot deli, the hot deli where they have rotisserie chickens and potato wedges and hot macaroni and cheese and chicken tenders and chicken wings. And I was a broke college student with a part-time job, so I would eat a small order of potato wedges every night for dinner, or kind of like a hobbit in a way, my first dinner, because I would also eat at like 2 in the morning after I was done gaming, before I started doing a bit of homework. And it was actually during my first year of college, I worked hard at work. I studied hard. I had amazing grades, like solid 4.0, maybe a 3.9, but nothing lower. But during my second semester of my second year, I started dating for the first time. And I started dating 3 different girls, but I ended up in a steady relationship with one girl, and she was in the firefighting program. This girl was incredibly fit. She ran marathons, did triathlons, played hockey. She was more fit than I've ever been, or probably ever will be. And she was also very sweet and kind and shy and quiet. And she was kind of an outlier, being a female in the firefighting program. There was only one other female in the firefighting program. And during that 2-year associate's degree, I ended up graduating with the college president's medal for having the highest total combined GPA across all semesters out of over 6,000 students who graduated the year that I did from that college. And it was quite the honor. And I have since lost that certificate as well as my actual college diploma. So I may have to contact that college in my hometown and have them print up new copies and mail them to me. Because I do have my diploma from the 6th time I went to college, where I graduated the final time. and that was during the just before the pandemic and in through the early parts of the pandemic. And I ended up graduating doing everything from home. But going back to my first time in college during 2010 through 2012 when I was fresh out of high school, that was really the peak of my life. You know, it was the years that I chase nowadays. I have never been as happy, as fulfilled. My mental health has never been better. I've never been more optimistic. I've never loved life and had a true zest and zeal for life more than my first 2 years in college. Whether it was, gaming way into the night, playing Halo 3 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, or doing NHL tournaments, NHL 10, NHL 11 tournaments with the guys in the dorm. And it was a small dorm. It was only 60 students, guys and girls. And there were 30 rooms, 2 people per room, obviously. And like I said, during my first year in college, I was very straight-laced. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't date, I didn't party, other than my very first night in the dorm during my freshman year when I went to a party. And I swear at this party, 60 people in the dorm, I swear every single one of those 60 people were in one dorm room. I was DJing and drinking beer for the first time and had some Jack Daniels, and it was a crazy night. And I was totally naive to drinking. I had never drank before. And I probably had 10 to 12 beers and a few shots of Jack Daniels. And I was DJing because I was the only person with an iPod Classic. And I had the best tunes. And people were requesting songs, and 9 times out of 10 I had them because there was so much storage space on the iPod Classic. But that first night ended with a cautionary warning. I woke up the next morning, no hangover thankfully, but I woke up the next morning completely naked under just a bed sheet in my dorm room, which I had just moved into. And between my legs was my brand new coffee pot, and it was full of piss, like 30 to 36 ounces of piss. And to this day, I still don't know whether I peed in it, because I was blackout drunk, or whether all the guys in the dorm peed in it, because how does someone pee 30 to 36 ounces of piss? Thankfully, I didn't knock it over while I was sleeping, and if it was the guys in the dorm, maybe that was their hope. Anyway, that's a funny story. I thought I would end off with a funny story. Anyway, like I said earlier, happy May the 4th to all you Star Wars fans. I'm about to go watch the Episode 1 movie myself on DVD. And this has been Astrolab Gaming with yet another video, a nostalgia video. Peace out.